I did something wrong in my camper and I'm happy to share with you how I actually managed to fix that. Spoiler alert! It is all about batteries and physical health. Here is the thing, when you have a mobile home, it is a good idea to have some sort of autonomy for several days. That means to have some water and electricity off grid. For the water you need reservoirs, and for the electricity you need batteries. Simple as that. And here I'm not talking about the batteries that help you start the engine, to turn on the headlights and so on. Although these starter batteries are important, they are irrelevant for the home part of the mobile home. For that part you need other and usually bigger batteries. And while for the water reservoirs the most important factor is their physical size, for the batteries, bigger size is not always better. Although the batteries looks pretty much the same from the outside, they're using different technology and chemistry inside, making them quite diverse. Let me explain. Until now I had two 6V lead-acid batteries, each of them was about 220 ampere hours and each weighed around 26 kilograms. They were connected in a chain and that totals 12 volts, around 440 ampere hours and around 54 kilograms of weight. The lead-acid batteries are probably the cheapest option for the campers and their homes on the market, and this is the biggest benefit. But as you might expect, they have some drawbacks. Actually, a lot of drawbacks, such as not very long lifespan. They can be discharged to around 50% of their capacity for up to 800 recharge cycles. They are a lot heavier, and their most important drawback to me is that they are not so health and eco-friendly. That's because the lead-acid batteries can emit colorless toxic gases, and I think I was able to sense that when I open the cover of the batteries, and especially when they're actively charging and it is hot outside, I felt like I'm breathing some sort of invisible poison, and it was not a pleasant experience, and I'm sure it is not a healthy one. On top, this type of batteries tend to explode when overcharged, or if they are defective. Additionally, the battery compartment in my camper is under one of the beds, so sleeping over a poison-emitting thing that potentially can explode is not good, don't you think? All of that was a clear sign to me that I need to change that as soon as possible, and here comes the Redodo and their lithium iron phosphate batteries, or LiFePO4 for short. I'll share in details later why I choose exactly Redodo batteries. These batteries have so many advantages that if I list them all, I will sound like a battery sales representative. Instead, I will share the most important ones to me as well as their drawbacks. First, LiFePO4 batteries store more energy in a smaller package. Redodo LiFePO4 batteries, this is the brand that I choose, have an internal battery management system, or BMS for short. This system is embedded and always keeping an eye on the battery cells, making sure they're all playing nice together. It measures current, voltage and temperature to ensure optimal operation and safety. That BMS is like a guardian, preventing overcharging, overvoltage, overcurrent and cell imbalance. This superheroic feature ensures your battery stays in peak condition for a longer period. Next big benefit of the LiFePO4 batteries is that they can be discharged to 100% and are considered much safer than some other lithium-ion types, and especially the lead-acid batteries that I previously had. I don't need to worry about invisible poisonous gases, overheating or potential explosions anymore. In terms of longevity, these lithium batteries are real champs. They can handle with ease 3000 cycles and some can even hit 10,000 cycles while maintaining 80% capacity. That's some serious numbers, having in mind that my previous batteries can handle up to 800 cycles with 50% discharge. To put these numbers into a time perspective, a lead-acid RV battery will last 2, 3 or maximum 5 years. A lithium iron phosphate RV battery, on the other hand, can last 10 years or more. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cost. LiFePO4 batteries might be a bit pricier upfront compared to other types, but they play for the long game. With their extended service life and high discharge capabilities, they end up being more cost effective. Remember that a lead-acid battery only lasts a few years, while lithium batteries can last a decade or more. Over the same time span, you will likely spend the same amount or even more replacing your lead-acid batteries every few years. And while we're still talking about the price, I will pull out an ace out of my sleeve and I will share why I choose Redodo LiFePO4 batteries. It is a fun story as I was determined to get a LiFePO4 battery and to stop poisoning me and my family with the not very safe, at least for me, lead-acid batteries. I was not in a super hurry, must buy now mode, as we are currently in a not so active camper season at the moment, so I was looking for some kind of discount or promotional battery offer. In this exact moment, Redodo contacted me and offered a collaboration. Now, don't tell me that this is just a coincidence. Anyways, I reviewed their site, products and prices, and I happily agreed about the collaboration. I honestly don't know how they managed to achieve the LiFePO4 technology on these low prices. They are way lower than the other brands that I reviewed so far, and they have the same or better parameters. The Redodo battery that I choose to get is 200 ampere hours, and it weighs only 20.8 kilograms. That is lower than just one of my lead-acid batteries that I had. And I had two, remember? That Redodo battery completely substitutes my other batteries, and it is lighter, safer, and can store the same or almost the same energy. Now, I have one question that still remains open, and that question is the Redodo battery that I proudly have now gonna last as much as the other more expensive LiFePO4 batteries? That means around 10 years. I guess only the time will tell that, and I promise to let you know by updating my written article if I have any issues with my Redodo battery. Meanwhile, if you decide to join the party, you can use the affiliate link in the video description where you can check the current promotional Redodo offers. I'm Kirill, until next time, and stay charged!